Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat
The words are Shabbat and Shalom. Join us.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
And now there are no words at all.
No words at all, so easy. And so this melody is the melody that you will hear throughout the High Holy Day season. School?
To school.
All
Oh,
right.
gosh.
Or maybe not. How about to you?
To you, I love it. To you. And to school, probably both. To you. To you. We return again to
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're glad that you have joined us for Shabbat. I know Bruce Springsteen's playing at MetLife tonight, and you decided to be here instead. You are dedicated, and in 2 weeks from now, we will be returning to this place as we mark the beginning of our new year of 5784. Services will just be almost over by that time, 5 o'clock, Erev Rosh Hashanah services. But throughout the month of Elul, our Hebrew month leading up to the High Holy Days, we need to prepare ourselves. We do that by hearing the sound of the shofar each day. We do that by hearing melodies that we will use over the High Holy Day season. We do that with special prayers as well. So throughout our service this evening, we will be interweaving some of those melodies and prayers to get us ready for 2 weeks from now. Peace is with you. Angels of stillness, enter, bless me, give me rest. God knows I need you. God knows I'm asking, harried, impatient, at war with myself. Make your home in my soul. Fill me, my home, with your light. Let me breathe in your quiet. Help me savor shalom. Peace is with you. Angels of stillness, enter. Bless me. Give me rest. We welcome the Shabbat angels with the words of Shalom Aleichem on page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malchei HaMachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom.
Page 20, the words of Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, Likachkalai, Yalalai, 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 Beni Shabbat, Mekabelah. Lecha Dodi, Likachkalai, Yalalai, 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 Beni Shabbat, Mekabelah. Shamor Bezachor Bedipor Echad,
yalalai, b'nei Shabbat. We have just welcomed the Sabbath bride. I invite you to turn to someone you don't know, wish them a Shabbat Shalom, introduce yourself.
Shabbat Shalom. I don't want to go too far. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Having fun? Great. It's fun. I know she really is such a smiler. Amazing.
We continue on page 28. We remain standing. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, u'v'ibuna mishanei etim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'misader et hachochavim, b'mishroteam berakir kirtzono, b'rei yom b'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'vein layla, Umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzefaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai hamariv aravim. At the bottom of page 33, we read together, wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your embodying love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai.
Please be seated. A special V'ahavta for the month of Elul. You shall love the ones who are close with all your heart, with all your spirit, with all your strength. Remember these words, inscribe them on your hearts. Love them when they struggle, when they sadden and disappoint you. Love them when they fail. See the good within them, even when they can't. Look at them and listen, even when it's hard. Be grateful for their guidance, even their reproof, when they save you from yourself. Love them when they give you joy, and love them when they don't. When you lie down, let go of anger. When you rise up at dawn, begin again. Praise them for their deeds at home. Speak to them in public with respect. Bind yourself to the ones you love, with promises kept and vows fulfilled. Open to them the gates of your heart, the doorway of your soul, and let them know you. So shall ones you cherish feel your love, your presence, and your care. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Page 40.
Ugelo miad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Oh, guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. Rock me in your arms
And guide my steps.
and help me make this day a song of praise to you. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps. Ufos, Aleinu, Sukkot, Shlomecha. Ufos, Aleinu, Sukkot, Shlomecha.
Oh, guide my steps.
And help me find my way. I need your shelter now. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps. And help me make this day a song of praise to you. Rock me in your arms and guide my steps. Oh, guide my steps.
The people of Israel will keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. Page 44.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam. ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת שבת ויהי נפש שבת שבת ויהי נפש.
Turn to page 46. We rise for the Amidah.
Yai lai 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 lai. 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 Adonai Sefatai Tivta Ufiagi Tehilatecha Adonai Adonai open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai Sefatai Tivta Fiagi Tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu B'imotzeinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Goel Chasadim Tovim V'konei Hakol V'zocher Chasei Avot V'imahot U'mevii Geula Livnei B'neihem Lema'an Shemo B'Yahama Melech Ozer Moshiach Magid Baruch atah Adonai Magid Avraham Ve'ezra Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh Hakol Atarach Le'Hoshia Mori Hatam Mechachel Chayim Nechesed Mechayeh Hakol Berachamim Radim Shalomech Noflim Berofei Olim U'matir Asurim U'mekayem Emunato L'Shenei Afar V'chamocha ba'gevurot U'midol Mecha Melech B'nit U'mekayem U'mashiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah l'hakayot ha'kol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalilu haselah Baruch atah Adonai
We continue silently in our prayer book to page 62, or the words of your hearts. When you're done praying, I invite you to be seated. During our silent prayers, we may have thoughts of loved ones and close friends who need a little bit of extra healing of mind and body and spirit. And as we have inward prayers for those we love, we also have outward words. Together we sing Mishaberach. Synagogue community sends healing blessings to Eliezer Moshe Ben David, Rachel Lazar, Jeffrey Feldman, Violet Linder, Summer Curter, Sam Frankel, Vida Aziz, Len Cabot, Mark Goldstein, Joan Goldstein, Fred Epstein, Mary Barnett, Herb Saltzman, Carmen Arena, Barbara Tripp, Arlene Schnitzer, Daniel Kafar, Robert Kronensky, Eva Kaplan, Eliyahu Aron, Yosef Samuel Ben Aviva, Steve Aronson, and Liz Gorlick. And if you are thinking of someone this evening, I invite you to share their names as my eyes meet yours. On Shabbat, we come together for many reasons, and one way is the reason we're here is to celebrate the good things that happened in our life. And there's something really good that happens tomorrow, as Zoe is called to the Torah and becomes a bat mitzvah. So I'm going to invite you up to join us, Zoe, on the bima with your parents and your sister as you will lead us in Kiddush. But we also like to fill our bima with other good things. Maybe you became great-grandparents today. Maybe you became grandparents a couple weeks ago. Please join us on the bima. Maybe you had a birthday this past week. Maybe you had an anniversary. Maybe you're going off to college. Maybe you got your teacher in for first grade and you're excited for them.
Excited.
Anything else? We like to celebrate good things on the bima, so join us. And I'm going to invite all of you to rise as we turn to page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagadol.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Zoe, before you drink your cup of wine, we are gathered. Izzy's off to college tomorrow. We have a new baby, great-granddaughter born an hour ago, and a grandson born in Tel Aviv a couple of weeks ago. So we are so glad that they get to join us on the Bima, Zoe, as we get to celebrate you. And I find it so fitting. I was thinking either you're helping us end our Jewish year of B'nai Mitzvah students, or you're helping us begin our first B'nai Mitzvah of this cycle going around as well. And we're so glad that you get to lead us in that, because as we prepare for the high holidays, this is a month of introspection and looking into ourselves about how we can be a better person. And Zoe, I think of you because you are a great person. You don't need to do that. I don't think you need to do that much because you have poise, you have a smile, and you have a connection. And Cantor Goldman and I have seen that as you prepare for your bat mitzvah, but I've gotten to see that since you've been in our preschool as well. So it is really something special to stand tomorrow with you and your family and friends on the Bima. And our wish for you is that you're not just a bat mitzvah today, but each and every day of your life. And so we say, L'chaim.
L'chaim. Mazel tov.
Please be seated. You know, it's your just don't- So as we enter Labor Day weekend, we begin to put our white jeans away. Though you can wear white at high holidays, I promise, we will be. We look for our sales for back-to-school shopping. We have maybe one last barbecue. We take a trip down the shore. We savor those last days of summer. And like most of our long weekends throughout the year, Memorial Day, President's Day, Martin Luther King Day, our national holidays have turned into opportunities to buy a TV or a mattress, travel to beaches or mountains, or take a day to spend with family and friends. All of these are great experiences, maybe not buying a mattress. However, many of our national holidays have lost their meaning because of these activities. So tonight, as we prepare to mark Labor Day, I wanted to look at this Jewish holiday. And yes, you heard me right. Labor Day is a very Jewish holiday. Really? There you go, look. Hopefully by the end of our sermon, you'll agree with me. Labor Day was established as a federal holiday in 1894. Who was the president? President Grover Cleveland followed the examples of Oregon, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York, and declared the first Monday of September to be Labor Day, in celebration of those who toil each and every day to help the United States to thrive. Labor Day was created by activists who advocated for fair wages, safe working conditions, and treatment of workers as humans rather than property. And many of those activists that helped create Labor Day were Jews. Many Jews, especially poor immigrants from Russia and Eastern Europe, became involved in unions and labor organizing in the late 19th and early 20th century. They were overrepresented in the garment industry and worked in factories with dangerous and exploitative working conditions and starvation wages. And many of these Jewish activists were also women. Jewish organizers such as Clara Lemich and Rose Schneiderman led largely successful strikes and rallies, calling for labor rights that we now see as universal. Restriction in child labor, the institution of paid sick leave, and the standardization of the 8-hour workday. Our Jewish American support of workers, however, does not just come from the work of labor activists over the past few centuries, but they are also part of our story as we, the people of Israel, were in formation. Over the past few weeks, and on this Shabbat, Zoe will be reading from the book of Deuteronomy. Moses is speaking to the Israelites encamped on the border of the Promised Land. As Moses speaks, he not only instructs the Israelites on rituals to honor God and following the Jewish holidays, but he also commands the Israelites to support workers. Lo ta'ashok sa'achir oni ve'ayon. Moses says, you shall not abuse a needy and destitute laborer, whether a fellow countryman or a stranger in one of the communities of your land. You must pay his wages on the same day before the sun sets, for he is needy and urgently depends on it. Rabbi Sidney Rubenstein says that the Torah commands in Deuteronomy also reflects an even earlier command in Leviticus. You shall not defraud your fellow. You shall not commit robbery. The wages of a laborer shall not remain with you until morning. The Torah then equates mistreatment of workers, no matter who they are or where they are, from abuse and workers where they are from abuse and fraud and robbery. And the Talmud goes even further to say that because workers are often going to life-threatening lengths to earn their pay, delaying wages is equivalent to taking a life. Here and elsewhere, the Torah and the Talmud recognize that a person's welfare often depends on their salary, as well as their state of being while on the job. Our historical tradition, our story as a people, and our Jewish activists teach us that Jewish people have the responsibility to work toward a job force that provides for a decent livelihood for every individual in our midst. And over this past year, we have seen a reinvigorated labor movement in our country. Workers fighting for protections, increased wages, and more safety at their place of employment. Screenwriters have been on strike for nearly 4 months, and actors joined the picket line in July, as both of these unions seek better compensation and protections on the use of artificial intelligence. Unionized workers at UPS threatened mass walkouts before approving a new contract last month that includes increased pay and safety protections for workers. And this year in New Jersey, 9,000 faculty members at all 3 Rutgers University campuses who had been working without a contract since July 1st of 2022 went on strike in April. Because of their strike and their negotiations, the salary of full-time faculty and counselors increased by at least 14%, and graduate student teaching assistants were guaranteed health care and free tuition and fees. And currently, just 20 miles in Belleville, New Jersey, at Clara Mass Medical Center, nurses voted to form a union last year. Yet the center's management has refused to negotiate with them over issues such as adequate staffing and training issues. Through the efforts of the Jewish Labor Committee, more than 170 members of our community, mostly Jews, and including many rabbis, have signed on to a letter calling on management at Clara Mass to negotiate in good faith letting the nurses know that we stand with them. As we prepare for Labor Day, may we not only use this weekend for rejuvenation or for hunting for sales, but may we use it as a weekend to think about and honor workers. As we mark this Jewish holiday, we can honor Moses' commandments and Jewish labor activists from the past by asking these questions. Do we treat our own employees fairly and equitably? Do we support stores and companies whose business practices we are proud of? Are we carrying out our Jewish teachings to protect the worker? When we answer these questions, we truly will be able to say that we marked Labor Day. Shabbat Shalom. We continue our service on page 282. Please rise. Please be seated. Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nations whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. If you hear your loved one's name tonight, I invite you to rise and remain standing. During the period of Shloshim, those who have died in the last 30 days, we remember Eli Andrew Silverman, nephew of Stuart and Shari Berman, Claire Levine, cousin of Rabbi Charles Korloff, Roy Dix, father of Mark Daniels. We recall loved ones who have died but not yet been buried, Alan Kaplan, father of Jay Kaplan. The yahrzeit, the anniversary of our loved ones' deaths, we remember Dorothy Aronson, Morris Barron, Russell Becker, Florence Bimstein, Henrietta Blaustein, Eleanor Bauer, Ruth Cohen, Anna Diamond, Dorothy Diamonds, Ruthie Engelman, Manuel Garshovsky, Cecilia Goldman, Bernice Goldstein, Joan Goldstein, Jacob Gottlieb, Minna Griebel, Helen Green, Gustav Helvarskis, Samuel Harris, Herb Heller, Nathan Hirsch, Mary Hoffman, Ruth Israelo, Helen Kalish, Isaac Kaplan, Harry Kay, Ralph Langsman, Aaron Levitz, Lottie Cohen-Lewis, Lily Marcus, Sylvia Mendel, Milton Nayowitz, Lillian Neubauer, Jack Resnick, Alfred Rose, Irving Rosenberg, Dorothy Rosenfeld, Irving Rosenhan, Sylvia Sand, Jack Sandler, Rose Schlitzenfeld, Sylvia Schwartz, Lena Schwartz, Esther Shapiro, Pearl Shotland, Hilda Schatzman, Martin Schulman, Abraham Silkowitz, Paula J. Spivak, Naomi Steiner, Irving Straver, Edward Sudfield, Howard Sweetwood, Cecilia Tannenbaum, Jeanette Rose Tell, Max Tischler, Morris Ohl, Mark Vogel, Ira Weinberg, and Joseph Weinberg. If you are in the first year of mourning, I invite you to rise. In sacred solidarity, we rise as one community and turn to the words of Mourner's Kaddish. page 294. Yikadol v'yikadash shmei Rabbah, v'yamad yivarach yirutei v'yamlik malchutei, v'chayechod v'yamechod v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'agala v'yizman kari v'yemru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam amei amaya, yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitrama v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu, Le'ila mikol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, Damiran b'yama v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba mit shemaya, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Osei shalom b'mrumav, hu yaseh shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol v'yimru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and all who mourn, and comfort the bereaved, as together we say, Amen. Please be seated. We continue our Shabbat celebrations tomorrow with Holy Scrollers and Saturday morning minyan, and then the Bat Mitzvah of Zoe Siegel. And then we are getting into gear for the rest of our high holidays. You can study with Cantor Goldman this coming Wednesday, right?
No.
No?
Unless we're
What's the
surprised.
music?
Oh, that happened.
That
It was amazing.
I was on vacation.
Yeah.
I missed it.
I can teach you.
Oh, you
We'll
teach
have
me.
a private
Yes.
session.
So never mind. I hope
Private
all
session.
that who joined Cantor Goldman for learning the high holiday music was wonderful. Sorry, I missed it. Was not here this past week. But next Saturday night is Slichot. Saturday night begins the opportunity to start our repentance prayers and this a joint program with our Union County congregations. We'll be here next week, starting at 8 o'clock with dessert and Havdalah. Then a program at 8:30, Shomer Yisrael. What does it mean to be guardians of Israel in 5784? Guardians of Israel, Shomer Yisrael is a liturgy prayer that we will say throughout the holidays. We'll be joined by the CEO of the Rutgers Hillel, as well as the JCRC of Jewish Federation of Greater Metro West, to talk about what it means to be guardians of Israel, both of the country and of the Jewish people. We hope you join us. And then Slichot services, when we change our Torah covers, will happen that Saturday night as well. If you haven't registered for the high holidays, please do so. And then there's lots of other volunteer opportunities to help us prepare for the high holidays as well. We're looking for people to help make our grounds beautiful, to plant mums on September 11th in the morning to help us make our grounds beautiful. We're looking for people to staple bags for the high holiday food drive. We're looking for people to deliver bags to those people who may have lost someone this past year. If you want to help us volunteer to make the high holidays meaningful and a beautiful community experience, you can do that online, or you can talk to one of us. Anything else? That sounds good. There's other good stuff happening. There's good stuff happening. And so we will continue with the words on page 358, or conclude with the words on page 358 from Psalm 27, a psalm that you say each day of the month of Elul, Achat Sha'alti. Achat Sha'alti me'et Adonai, Achat Sha'alti me'et Adonai, To all of our students who are starting school, to all of our teachers, we hope it is a good year of learning and a good year of growth as well. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
was so fun.
I don't know how you did that.
To what?
All things together.
I don't know either.
No, it's great.
Thank you, Suzanne.
These two are pros. We obviously rehearsed for hours.
Absolutely. It was great.